Hello, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. It's later the same day as the day I made this page. I made the page this morning while still in my PJs. I have since had a shower, put clothes on, been to the supermarket, done the shopping, and I've got a little while, probably about an hour before I need to help my daughter with something. So I've still got all the scraps on the desk. I did do a little tidy up, and I've picked another photo to scrap. So I'll pop you into the clamp and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this was the page that we did on my last one. The video's up and sorted, etc. So there was this page, made all of this from some papers that I had shopped from my stash using one of the 30 days of sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life. Used this sketch, which was designed by Ginger Bush. So I have got all the scraps here. Let me move the photo to one side, but this is what's left because I used the full sheet of the yellow pattern paper, because it is actually a pattern paper. I've still got quite a lot. I knew I wouldn't use much of this in terms of it's so busy, it just needs to be there as a highlight, but I've got a portion of this. I've still got some of this, but obviously I did quite a lot of cutting it apart, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do with this, if anything at all now. But I have still got these bits that are left from the previous scrapbooking sessions that I did with a different set of papers. But I thought I would scrap this picture, which is actually very, very relevant to today. This is Maya taking some photos of random things like lemons and limes and olives, using my spare room, craft room, office, whatever you would like to call this room, as her photo studio for her A-level photography. And this afternoon we're going to be doing another photo shoot. Don't know what we're including in the photo shoot yet, so actually that's a really good point. Probably should have checked with her. I might be popping out to the supermarket to go and get some more fruit. I don't know whether we need it or not this afternoon. But yeah, so this was just a picture of Maya in action doing her photography A-level. I really enjoy watching her. Well, I assist. I point lights and hold objects. That's what I do. I'm her assistant in the photography studio. So I have chosen another sketch to use, which is this one, which is day 10. Created, I'm assuming, by Sarah Davies, as in Hey Little Magpie Sarah Davies. I'll have to double check that that's right. But I thought that was quite nice. I quite like it with the photo there and then clusters of stuff. I'm not sure how to create the circle. I might have to get my die cutting stuff out to create a frame. But I thought I'd just start with strips of paper and see where we go. And it's got this little cluster on this side as well. So yeah, so I shall stick you into fast forward, and future voiceover Catherine will take over the narration. Okay, so I started with that most pattern paper to be able to get the biggest strip I could get out of it, and then just cut some strips of various sizes on the papers, neaten that one up a little bit, and then just started following the sketch, really trying to layer up. Contemplated using that card there. It does end up back there, but in a different way much later on in the layout. But you'll see there I've now pulled in some green. The reason being is I just didn't have enough pieces of pattern paper that were different for this to work, so I went into the stash and pulled out a green that I thought would work okay. Again, super bright, these papers, so, and very busy, lots of busyness, but actually the whole page ends up really busy at the end, as you'll see. But yeah, I'm just following the sketch. I've got the sketch to the side, and now I'm just starting to glue all of those pieces together. I decide, right, I want to sew them. So off camera, down on my sewing machine, and just sewed some zigzag lines all the way down all of the pieces. I took one of those pattern papers and cut out a circle. It was only a partial circle. I didn't have the full piece to be able to do a full circle on it, but it worked. To be honest, this kind of gets lost in the final page, this circle element, but you know, it's there. So bottom right hand cluster, I found one bit of the pattern paper that said "You're awesome," or something, or "Let's be awesome." No, "You're awesome." And I thought that worked fine. For that corner, worked well with the picture, etc. I also sewed those two little strips together that were at the bottom right hand corner. And now I'm just taking what's left of that pattern paper and cutting out any bits that I think I might be able to use. And having a little bit of a tidy up at the same time, so I'm creating one pile of scraps rather than lots of scraps everywhere. I think this is probably the point where I start gluing things down. Yeah. No, it's not. It's the point at which I start bringing in some mixed media. So I just lightly traced around the area where those papers were going to be, and then I went and hunted it in my stencils drawer and decided to use Distress Oxide with this. I think it's a Finnabair stencil. As you can see, my stencils are not well maintained. There's paint and all sorts all over that one, but you know, they still work fine. So I did that with the fossilised amber, and then I chose this stencil, which to be honest I don't know where I got from. I think I got it second hand from someone, so I've no idea of the original maker, but using some black soot, but I was quite light with my black soot, and then did some black soot splatters. They're less light, so it's less grey, it's more of a black. I'm just picking up the ink on some scrap watercolour paper there. Okay, I need this to dry a lot quicker than it was drying, partly because it's a slightly glossy cardstock. This is actually the back of the packaging from some old Stampin' Up papers. I've obviously not thrown it away because it's quite useful cardstock, and it works fine as a back of a scrapbook page. I mean, it's slightly glossy, it's a bit unusual, but it works fine. So I decided I wanted my picture slightly layered up, but I didn't want to use foam tabs, so instead I just folded over a piece of quite thick cardstock, put that underneath, and that just raises the picture slightly off the backgrounds. And now I'm gluing in those elements. Okay, so next step is... Oh, I am still cutting out little random bits and pieces. Okay, next step is I've gone and got my Lollipop Box Club kits because I knew that there was an orange themed one and I wasn't sure what was left of it. So there's one little orange. I'm also just any other bits. Oh, yeah, any other bits that I find that I think will work. I add those too, like that heart, the little tab. But yeah, I do find one more orange a little bit later on. I found this camera as well and decide that I want to add the camera. There we go, there's my other orange. But yeah, I have a little hunt through all the embellishments to see what's in there. I also do the same with the stickers and see if there's anything else in there. And I come across just the one sticker. Well, it's 1.5 stickers, so the little half sticker. Not even a half sticker, but quarter sticker I stuck underneath that side, and the same on the other side. Now on to my title. Now I don't make you watch all of these, but I die cut the letters for shoot 3 times, and then I'm just stacking them up. So yeah, I fast forward through that bit. So I glue these into place, and then I think it's just time for a little bit of doodling, a tiny bit of journaling. Not much journaling on this one, to be honest. I don't really know what to say. So I just added the date and just said A-level photography shoot, theme of shadows, because that was the theme of what she was doing. I did a little bit of outlining, just a few elements, nothing major, didn't go overboard because I thought it was such a busy page anyway. Decided it was done. No gems, no nothing like that on there. I think that there was quite enough going on with it. But I enjoyed that page. Hope you did too. Please do give me a thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll not be offended either way. But yeah, and obviously leave a comment to say what you think about the page. And please subscribe if you want to see more content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified as to when the next video is. But until next time, bye bye.